Hey, everybody. I have a question for you. What if every apparent problem, every challenge that you are currently facing or have ever faced, what if within that was a gift? Now, I can just imagine you saying, yeah, Kathleen, I've heard that before. But I really mean it. I really mean it. And I mean it from a different place. So I pose that question. It's kind of hard for me to answer it in a 10-minute video. So I want to invite you to a masterclass where we are going to take a look at how can challenges really become some of our greatest gifts. The masterclass is called Self-Reclamation, and it's going to be on April 16th on Zoom at 6 p.m. And I'd love for you to be there. I'm going to talk about what we're talking about for about 40 minutes and then maybe even a little bit less, and give time for people to ask some questions. Now, it is kind of hard, even in an hour, to dive into the topic. But I promise you, what looks like a challenge actually is a portal. It's an opportunity. It can be, if you choose to accept the mission, a gateway to a life that is rich and meaningful and full of peace and happiness and contentment, where, challenges come and we meet them, but the struggle isn't the same. So I know this for myself, given a lot of challenges, but a recent big one, the death of my husband, where I really, something took over me. Honestly, I can't take credit for it because it wasn't a me doing it. But there was a waking up. There was a beginning, a deconstruction of this identity of me as a created person that is nothing to do with who I am. And it's true of every single client that I work with. So we're going to explore this on the masterclass. And if it sounds kind of woo-woo or airy-fairy, if you're curious, just show up. Bring a problem, bring a challenge, and filter it through what I'm going to share on the masterclass, and just be curious and just see there really, really and truthfully maybe something very deep, very profound, very transformative for you. Because what I'm going to talk about really isn't the typical way in our culture that people are encouraged to look at, problems, to find meaning in life. We're taught that, we have to make ourselves a better version of ourselves, or that we need to fix ourselves, or we need to manage our stress, or we need to, eliminate things, and it's not saying that you wouldn't do that, but everything that you need to live a rich and meaningful life full of peace and contentment, it already exists within you, and you are that. And the reason that seems out of reach for us is because we're going about trying to get that the wrong way. We're going about that to try to defend and strengthen this identity that is a false narrative that's all made up. And again, I'm not denying that we're human and but the essence of us is so much bigger, so much greater, so much grander than that. And in the attempt to secure and defend this identity, that is what continues to veil the peace, the love, the happiness that it's like we're looking in all the wrong places. So please show up. Please show up with some curiosity, with your questions. I would love you to be on this exploration with me. So it's April 16th, the Self-Reclamation Project, and a masterclass. If you want the information and the link to join me on Zoom, please register below. There's a link that you can click and give me your name and your email address, and we'll get you all registered. If for some reason you can't attend live, I'll be disappointed, but there will be a recording and it will be sent out to you. So I would love to see you there.